Video to describe the damage the termites did, or as we say in the business, the Latin name is Termitius bastidium, otherwise known as the little termite bastards. Anyway, moving right along. Let's see what this is as far as angle. I think I'm pretty good. Yeah, okay, alright. Okay, the total area damaged is 280 square feet approximately. Front bedroom, small bedroom right here. The bathroom and the dining room area going all the way through. I'm still going to have to cut out another 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 160 square inches. See, 8, 9, 10, 11. Probably another 60 square feet, I would imagine. And I ran into problems such as what I have here, where one can actually see total joist separation. That's an old joist that's sitting on the ground down there. You can see the top of it's eaten away. That's not the only one. There's another couple that aren't hooked, and the whole floor has been floating probably for quite a while. Of course, you know, I poked at it and it fell apart. Anyway, this is currently just to keep the dust down and stop allow the air conditioner to work. So right now we're going to go underneath and have a take a look. All right, so as you can see, that's called the land down under. There are 3 parts to this house. We have the attica, which is a part up top. Then we have the land down under, and then we have everywhere else. Okay, so when I go up there it's attica. When I'm down here it's the land down under, as in men at work. So with that in mind, it's not too graceful getting down here, but don't bear in mind I'm not as limber as I used to be. Okay, so far there's 8 floor joists. I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This last one was a total bear to get in. I still haven't finished it. I've got to straighten it up and realign it a little bit. No big deal. I got a little bit of teariness right there. Teariness describing a person who is just totally, was it ODC or ODT or OTD? I forgot what it, OCD. Okay. All right. Anyway, so with that in mind, let's go into the land down under. The rake is because it's so miserable working down here with all these stupid splinters and everything, that every day or so I have to rake it all up. Otherwise, I feel like I'm working for a splinter group. That was a little joke. So, moving right along. It was a very little joke actually. Put the gloves on, and rule number 1, when looking for termites, one has to take a deadpan hammer or a hard mallet, and even though the joist or the subfloor may look perfect, just to give you some idea, this is a piece where you can see this, where the termites burrow through. Okay, and that looks great. Well, a little bit of damage on top, but there are other instances where you won't see it until you actually start tearing it apart. And this is just the beginning of the damage. So those are nail holes, by the way. Just kidding. But this is some of the damage it'll do. What the termites do is they come in under the subway, under the foundation, and they burrow up and they form a tunnel, and then they get into this. They go after the sugars that bind the wood cells together, the glucamites and then they will, and for them it's like, oh wow, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for the rest of our lives sort of thing. And that's what they do, they bore. And when they bore, they leave a deposit behind, so at first you won't see the damage that it's caused. The only way to see it is to take a hard pan hammer, not a regular hammer, but something with a flat face, or a mallet, a wooden mallet, a rubber mallet, and you whack it, and you will actually see the dust. You can see down here. You'll see the dust start to fly. That is their poopy, excuse the expression. So this is what they leave behind, is this little residue right here. And you can see, as I'm digging in, what's going on. Now, the outside of this looks great. And if you have a plate, a piece of wood on top, this looks fantastic. However, once you start banging in, you'll see trickles of dust will actually start falling down. Let's see if I can do one over here. And that way, you know you have problems. The main part of the infestation was back towards the bathroom and into the dining area. However, they did start coming this way, and there was a couple of joists that are just totally eaten away. Okay, so now moving right along, which I wasn't anyway, but here goes the land down under. What I did is I cut all the bad parts out, put it in a header, and eventually I'm going to take this beam right here, and this beam will go across, and that way I'll be able to save the rest of this floor, and then from there move down to the other side. I have cleaned it up somewhat. Alright, so hence the rake. It's a good idea to clean as you go. Otherwise you're going to end up with all kinds of prickly, spickly, all kinds of stuff in here. Here's another example of some of the damage I've got. So these are good examples. Some of the examples I do have, for example this one, okay, you've got nothing here. There's nothing holding this whatsoever. This is just trash. And what I have out in a wheelbarrow is twice as bad as this. So anyway, the Termite bastidium. That is their Latin name, otherwise known as little termite bastards. Alright, so YouTube will allow those kind of language. So there again, I've seen worse. This is a water pipe, so I have to be careful of it. And here we go. Take my hammer, which I put down. Oh, there it is. Mine like a steel sieve, in one ear and straight out the other. So I have two joists left. That's looking towards the front of the house. I have two joists left, and you can actually see discoloration on this one. Let me bring my super duper 110 volt flashlight around. Okay, but you can see part of their channels. See this? Oh shoot, stupid splinters just got me. But anyway, you can see part of their channels. In fact, see right here where the hammer is, and then up here. Now when I whack this, you'll be able to see some of this may be mold, but not all of it. When I whack this, you'll actually see the dust start coming down. Actually, that came off the top. Well, moving right along. But that is the way it's supposed to work. Is that now you can start seeing it as it's being whacked. Okay. Looking backwards, it looks like I am going to have to pull this floor. I was trying so hard not to, but unfortunately that's the way it is. If I can, and if the joist is good, I will leave it in. If the joist is not good, unfortunately it has to come out. All of these bad joists have to come out. You can't leave these things in. Once they've been in there, it's like they already know where to go and how to get in. So, again, see, wow, this is piece of floor. Oh my gosh. Yuck. This is an idea of some of the things you're dealing with. Okay, some of the patterns they left behind were pretty intricate actually. And some of them weren't. Alright, so okay. Woohoo. This one has, I also found a live root down here. So just goes to show. I'm going to lay this on the water pipe. Should be wearing my mask. But this gives you an idea of what's left and what's ripe. Okay, so obviously I'm going to have to take this guy out here, which means I am going to have to cut the floor. Something I was going to try to avoid, but I want to do it properly and I don't want to have to worry about it. I've been taking the beams back to, the joists back to the beam and then ending them there, and then taking the other joist, you'll see it in a minute, is back there, and that's going to go to the underneath the dining room. Okay, so this is what I've been doing. Alright, let's go for a little tour real quick. Oops, take the wire. What I have found, it's real nice to have a light down here that's fairly powerful. I wish I had floodlights, but I don't, so it is what it is. We'll take the hammer with us. And somehow I got this wrapped around up through here. Oops. Life looks a lot different from down here than it does from up there. So, and here we go. Off to the wild blue yonder. You can see some of the damage. I have all kinds of stuff to clean up, clean out, and get rid of. And, oh, crawling through the crawl space. Okay, we're at the back end of, we're in the bathroom right now, and you'll start to see the dining room and what we have to accomplish in there to get this house back into a reasonable, livable condition. Right now it is in a dangerous position because I do not have full bearing on walls that I should have bearing. And the house actually has dropped. It has dropped by approximately 3 inches from one side to the other. The floors have dropped. The other thing you will see when you do have termites is that you feel a softness or a give in the floor that is indicative of damage. You can see this is one of the beams that I cut out the other day and just threw it back here. Just get out of the way while I was putting the joists, the joists. And I'm going to have to go from here, from this main beam, right here. Plumbing, I had to go around the plumbing. Scared me to death, but I got it. But I got to take all that stuff out. All that plumbing has to come out. And there is the joist. The joist to nowhere. So that whole side of the floor was cantilevered. And also, oh, excuse me. And also, again, the unfortunate thing about this whole thing is that when you start digging this floor out, it does not come out in one piece. Instead it comes out in slivers, like so, because there's nothing there. I mean, there's nothing binding it. And again, you can see the remains of the deposits. Oh, you know what? I do have my mask. There you go. Ah. Him right away on black horse. Oh, masked man. Well, alright, so, well, now I can swear nobody knows it's me because you can't see my mask. But now you see, you have an idea. I've got to raise this floor, pull all this out just by a little bit, and then get plywood underneath there, and then drop it. You can see where I have points put pressure on these beams right here. I don't know where that now came from. Well, that worked very well, didn't it? It's still cooking. Okay. So I'm going to go to there, and then once I get to there, then I will. What the heck is this? Ah. Ooh. This is the one joist, and yeah. Joist in nowhere. Let me get around this again. Look at this. This is floor. This is all floor. And oh, I just whacked the camera. Oh well. Oops. And also right there and right there, both of these are shot. I'm gonna go over there and poke it in a minute and see what we have. I think I still have bearing on it, but got caught on it now. Surprise, surprise. Oh. Yeah, took me my eye. Okay. Ouch. But there it is. You can see where the damage has been. A joist like this. And there's another one of these. I forgot where it is. I think it's this one. That's here. There's nothing holding it. You can see there's actually coming down. Yeah. There's nothing. See the dust? So there's nothing holding this one. There's nothing holding this one. So I got a span of 16, 32, 48. I got 4 feet. So right now it's not supported, which is why we do not walk on this anymore. So I'm definitely going to have to go back another 20 inches and get it back to here. Now another way of knowing that you may have damage is to take a look at the joist and see if you have any black stuff like this. And see what. So I have damage here. So this one has to come out. I don't care what it takes. We will get these buggers out of here. This joist is not even connected. So I've got no connection here, no connection here. Here I have connection. There's another one up here that does not have connection. Thank goodness I put in these sister joints, joints, whatever. But now you have an idea of what I'm up against. So, going back and looking to see what I have over here. Or what is over here, not what I have, but what is over here. I'm going to have to go back at least one more row of tile and put a header in there and do the same thing there as I did there and bring that back to here. I'm wondering which beam did I go to? Okay, I went to that beam. Okay, so I got 110 inches from there to there, from the main beam to here, to this one here. And then I can header this one off or sister it. I may, if I don't run into too many problems, I may end up by sistering it and then just cutting these off, which actually wouldn't be a bad idea. And that way I wouldn't have to go back unless I find, oh, never mind, I see more damage. Oh, light won't reach. But I think I have more damage. Because the camera, I think I have more damage right here. There's the trusty dusty hammer. And there it is. I'm going to have to get a better light on that, to be honest with you. But it looks like I'm going to have to go back. I mean, there's no halfway of doing this or anything. It's either got to be done all or nothing. And this is a cypress knee. I don't know if you can see this. This is one of the ways these guys get in. This is part of the root system of cypress trees. Ew, interesting. Alright, enough. So, boogie back out of here. Oh, what's the nails? Like right here. You know what? I couldn't have hit that beam if I had aimed for it. So oh well. Moving right along. When I come down to do this side, all this has to get swept out of here. Because this is like saying bait, bait. Okay. Oh, also you can see the devolution of oh my gosh, wire. Oh, that is the cable for the front light. I forgot to put things on the end. Okay, this is the other problem that we're facing right now. Is this is a void that goes all the way underneath. Okay. I am going to have to jack this part of the house up and bring it back up. Okay. There we go. What was that movie? The Great Escape. I feel like when the guys are tunneling underneath. So only 100 feet more left. Or actually, 33 1/3 meters. Oh yeah. Oh, also, there's a live root down here. That I found. I gotta bring the cutters down and cut that out. Now, looking for a monument where I come up to real life. There we go. And we're out of here. Ouch. It's not easy. I've run into problem after problem after problem on this job. This has not been an easy job. So I'm down to 2, and I'm going to turn off the video